I've recorded 3 of these collective readings today, and to determine which message is meant for you, I need you to pick a number between 1 and 3. I'll give you a second to do that. Okay, did you pick your number? If you picked number 2, this reading is likely for you, but this is a collective reading, so take it how it resonates. Don't try to force a narrative here. But somebody here is in the process of walking away from a situation that has blocked them from living in their truth, from really expressing their authenticity and really their truest self. We have the Justice card and the 6 of Swords. And what the cards are indicating to me is like whatever it is that you're walking away from is probably a pretty toxic situation. We have the 5 of Swords. There's a lot of like conflict, a lot of disagreements, a lot of competition. So this could be like a workplace situation. So if this is a workplace, it was probably like a pretty toxic like work environment where there's a lot of unhealthy competition, where maybe folks were, taking credit for your work, or you were being like talked over and just like not seen. If this is related to your interpersonal relationships, whether this could be like a romantic relationship that you walked away from, maybe it's family dynamics or friendships. Like I said, this is a collective reading, so take it how it resonates. But yeah, you've finally been in a space of walking away from this, and you're probably in a space too of feeling kind of afraid in the aftermath of kind of the downward impacts, especially as it relates to your financial stability. We've got the King of Pentacles here. And so I'm specifically feeling like this is either related to your career or family dynamics or romantic relationship, because it seems like there is like a fear of a loss of like financial security and stability from having walked away from this situation. But understand, we've got the Queen of Swords here. You're a smart person. You wouldn't have made this decision without a game plan in place or without like some type of backup plan. And you also, we have the 3 of Cups here. It seems like you have a strong community at your disposal that's willing to help you, as long as you're willing to ask for the help that you need. Like, don't be afraid to ask for support should you need it. And your fear is completely valid, but it appears that the cards are indicating to me that even though completely valid fear, you actually should have, you have nothing to fear. We have the 9 of Pentacles, that you're going to be okay as it relates to your financial stability and your security. This is a very independent, especially financially independent card, this 9 of Pentacles here. You're gonna be okay having walked away from this, both from a financial perspective and from an emotional perspective. We have the 9 of Cups here. This is a very good decision that you made for yourself. Both of these cards are very positive, representative of long-term mental, emotional, and financial stability and abundance. You're finally going to feel a sense like that sigh of relief from the emotional standpoint. It seems like you have been carrying a lot of weight from this toxicity that you're finally going to be able to be relieved from. But the cards are giving us guidance here. We have 4 of Cups. There's probably going to be a period where things are going to be presented to you and you might immediately dismiss them or may not trust how good of opportunities they are because of the past experiences that you have had. You're probably going to, you're just going to be mistrustful of people just because you're drawing upon your past experiences, which makes sense and is valid. But try not to do this. Try not to punish folks that come into your life in the future for how others treated you in your past, because having taken this step of walking away from whatever situation this was has opened a new pathway for you. We have the Ace of Cups, which is all about new beginnings. This can represent new relationships and like in a positive perspective. Like this is like all about, compassion, can be creativity, love, intimacy, but this can't come to you if you're not open to receiving. And if we're closed off to receiving because we are ruminating over how we've been treated in our past, we're really missing out on our bright, positive future. But that is the message that I have for you. But this is ultimately a really positive message. I know it's been a rough go, but you are clearly a very strong, smart person. You got this. If you'd like to book a one-on-one reading with me for more insight into your specific situation, you can do so at the link in my bio. All right, we'll see you later.